morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. How is everyone going on? So, this is me being grumpy in the morning. Like I said about a gazillion time by now, I am a night person, not a early morning person. Yeah, had about 4 hours of sleep, so that's gonna be fun today. But anyways, just wanted to have a few conversation with you. First things first, hopefully today is going to be the first live. I was hoping for it to be yesterday, but apparently YouTube has a 24 hours that you need to ask, and I idiotically did not test before yesterday to see if that was the case or not. But anyways, so it got pushed to today. But other than that, everything else is going well. And this is just me rambling on, but I've learned a few things while here in Egypt. One is the culture here in Egypt, sadly, it's built on a lot of white lies. Let's just say that. Let's just say white lies. But I come from a culture where what you say is held accountable. So let's say I said that you will get X amount of money every month. Let's just say that, okay? So by my word, in the culture that I'm in, that I was in, by the word, you could sue a person on their word. Like if a person tells you that we have this agreement, then yeah. Thing is, it goes two ways. So let's say you or the person who's on the other side says something that is untrue. You literally could sue them for fraud. This is how bad lying is. And the country I'm talking about is the UAE. So this is how bad lying is in the UAE. If you lie in the UAE, it is one of the big ones. And yeah, you're told to be nice. Like you're taught in the UAE to either be nice or shut up. That's basically what it is. You either be nice or you shut up. If you can't say anything nice about the person in front of you, don't say anything. Just don't lie and say to the person that they're nice and they're not. So that's one thing that's in the culture there. And this is the culture that I grew up in. So this is the culture that I'm used to. But yeah, here in Egypt, it's okay to like white lie about things. And it is sadly, like there's a saying here in Egypt, and I didn't know how true that saying was until, like, I always say it, but I say it in like kind of like a joking manner of like, oh yeah, that's just this one. Oh no, there's a reason why this proverb is here in Egypt, and why it originated here in Egypt as well. The saying in Arabic is ولاد الحرام ما سابوش لولاد الحلال حاجة. يعني what does it mean? It literal translation to it is the sons and daughters of a sinner has left nothing to the sons and daughters of virtue. And that's kind of how it literally. But what it means basically is the rotten apple did not leave anything for the rest of the people, for the rest of the apples. Kind of thing. And it's true. Because of a few people who constantly lie, are pathological liars. And saying that pisses me off on so many levels. Because see with pathological lying, there's two types of pathological liars. Okay, so there's one that is based on trauma, based on fear. Like they're constantly scared, they're constantly fearful, they're constantly thinking that if they say something wrong, therefore they're going to be severely punished. That is out of trauma. and out of like trauma slash on the other side, on the other extreme, like center of attention sort of thing. And these guys, these people, like these guys and girls who do that, they're going out of a sense of fear. Like they do it out of sense. And then there's those who just do it because they can do it. At least the first one, I kind of sort of can give them like an excuse for being pathological liars, because I know one thing. I know that they can change when they grow up. When these people actually start feeling safe, and start feeling better, and start feeling good about something, oh, they change. And that pathological lying thing actually goes down. It goes down significantly, almost non-existent. Almost. I mean, they still lie here and there, but it's almost non-existent. Unlike the other people, they just do it because they can do it, because that's just what they like to do. And these pathological liars end up ruining it for everyone else, because you might get like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And that's basically what ends up happening. Is they end up fooling the person so many times that that person starts generalizing, internally generalizing about, yeah, all these people are liars, or all these people are untruthful, therefore yada 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 yada. One thing I tell candidates when they come over to work for us is I try my best to be fair. Like, I do my very best to be fair and to just try and like be fair. But in order to be unbiased and in order to stop the biases, we do have a system in our school, and that system is the one that I go by. Now, after a few months and after knowing certain people, yeah, there are certain people that I know that they have certain issues, but they're high performers. They are extremely dedicated. Like, I have an entire team in school that are just, these guys are dedicated. I have seen dedication, but the level of dedication these guys give us, they're dedicated. They're dedicated. They are awesome. I absolutely love them, and I absolutely appreciate everything they do. They're not loved by everyone else, and not everyone else sees it, and everyone thinks that they're getting special treatment, but it's not the case. It's actually out of fairness that they're getting this so-called special treatment. It's not special treatment at all. None of it at all. On the contrary, they're getting, like, if I can do more, if I within the system can do more for them, oh heck yeah, I will. But then again, that's because of their dedication. And the main reason for them, like the main reason they're that dedicated is because they have one of the, like, my manager is one of the best managers. Okay, so one of the best managers I met in my life. She is one of them. I can count on one hand how many people I have met in my life that I can say they're the best. They make work so comfortable. At the same time, if you done goofed up, they kind of like scoop you up and make sure that you like learn from that and learn why you shouldn't do that or why you shouldn't do things. Absolutely love her. So their manager is the other person. Like, their manager, their direct manager, oh, this guy, I don't see this guy. Like, I don't see this guy at all in my office, and I always hear nothing but good about him, until one day I decided to like do a little like quick inspection around the thing and just watched him. I just observed, and I could tell instantly like which department needed help and which department I was like, oh, just leave it. Just leave their department. They know what they're doing. And it's fascinating. It's just fascinating. Because now the rotten apples don't see it that way. The rotten apples see it as an unfair situation, and you are being unfair. And you're not treating us all equally. Oh no. Oh heck yeah I am. Oh heck yeah I am. I just happen to understand more and I see things more differently than you. Plus, this department's manager doesn't do the whole like, oh, let me just show off like what this person could easily show off. Could easily show off. This is how much knowledgeable he is, how much just overall wonderful he is. The guy is like, seriously, that team is extremely lucky to have that guy as their head. I have seen, in my entire life, I have seen, like I said, I've seen all types of managers. I've seen the battle royale. I've seen I'm just gonna make sure that you feel so much pressure that you're gonna end up trembling coming to work. You start trembling when you come to work. I've seen all of that, and I've seen some good ones. Like I said, mine is a good one. This guy's a good one. This guy's on the top, like one of the top ones, top 10, top 5 actually. Him and my manager are like the top 5. And yeah, this is a guy who loves his job, loves his thing, does not complain. Like this guy, the only time this guy ever complained about something, it was like when he did talk about the complaint and about things, and it was like just like on a friendly basis, not even like officially. I just like sat down like with my jaws open, going like, what? And he was complaining, and I was like, you can like officially put like a complaint and just you're absolutely right. You have all the right actually to do that complaint. That complaint is actually legitimate. It's a legitimate complaint. And his answer was just like, nah, this is my problem, I'll deal with it. It's like, no dude, this is not your problem. I just wanted to literally want to go to him and be like, hey, it's not your problem, it's actually like, this is a legitimate concern, and it's a legitimate that's a legitimate complaint. And this guy does not complain. He's a high performer, does not complain, does not do a lot of things, that keeps it up. This guy, this guy will worry me, because this is one of those employees that I know for sure that if that employee decides that enough is enough, you're not even here about this. This guy is going to be one of those that will be like, oh yeah, I resigned. Here's my notice. And when that happens, and if that happens, there's no turning back. Oh no. And this is the reason why I know this personality, because this personality pretty much is a mirror of my manager, of the type of personality that my manager is. And I'm just sitting there going looking at the both of them and going like, okay, I can see it. And then I'm like, so that way, those type of employees, you have to check up on them a lot and be like, hey, is everything going well? Is there anything like, and you have like a venting time where you're like, if you want to come over and vent, by all means come over and vent. And you want to do that with these employees because you don't want them to explode, because once they explode, they're not going to be angry. Okay, by the way, they're not going to be angry, they're not going to be entitled, they're not going to be anything. These employees will just resign and just be like, hey, I'm done. And I never want this thing to happen to them, especially good people. Like, for the rotten apple, pretty much don't care. I am, like, if I am to be very, very, very brutally honest, the rotten apples that I've seen, I don't care what they do. I literally do not care. I'm like, if you're complaining about something, I'm like, I don't care. Because I've seen the complaints. I've seen what the complaints are about, and they are minuscule. They're just like, they're literally entitled complaints. They're just show entitlement, and it's like, no, dude, you're not entitled for that. But then at the same time, like I said, like this guy is a great employee. His team, yeah, he has a few rotten apples in his team, that is true, but he deals with them. And again, like, truth be told, we're currently working on policies and procedures, and one of the policies and procedures we're putting in actually have his type in that procedure, and what to do and how to do things. Another thing that we're working on, and hopefully I'm just hoping and crossing my fingers that it actually works, is I'm trying to get a lot of things done, like, for the school, because the school has a lot of potential. Like, the school I'm working for has a lot of potential. The employees in there have a lot of potential, minus the rotten apples, but the rest of the employees have a lot of potential. They have magnitude amount of potentials, and they're lovely. except for like the rumor spreaders. The rumor spreaders are funny because they think that they're very smart and they're like, oh, I can just like spread rumors and like say things and like make people angry and they'll never catch me. Oh no, we know who you are. Like we literally know who the people are. And we're just like sitting there and they're like, yeah, whatever. Because here the thing is, and this is what I keep telling to employees, if you listen to rumors, if you keep continuing listening to rumors and continuing to believe what the rumor said without seeing it with your eyes and observing it and understanding why this thing happens, you're pretty much a puppet in their hand. And I do apologize for my harshness, but that's basically what you are. You're a pawn and a puppet. And being a pawn and a puppet is fun for these manipulative people. They do know that by spreading certain types of rumors or certain types of things, they can very much like just go like this and they'll make like an entire chaos. But what they don't know is, again, Allah has a reason and really loves the school. The fact that, here's the thing, the fact that Allah sent my manager and I to be HR, like out of all the people that could happen, me and my manager. So the fact that Allah sent us one who is pretty much a chaotic personality, like chaotic good, and one who is very much a lawful good. Like if we're gonna go the moral, like the moral alignment, yeah, one is chaotic good and one is lawful good. Put these two together in like a place. And like the chaotic people who think that they can have the chaos, they're dealing with a chaotic person who pretty much understands what they're doing and very much knows what they're doing and why they're doing it and understands the entire intentions behind it and just sits down scoffing and laughing because it's just like, it's sad. It's very sad that that pawns fall victim for this one. But if you're gonna play chess, at least play chess. At least know the person behind, like the other person is playing chess with you. What level they are, or how much they strategize, how do they strategize, what do they use, how good they are, and based on that, start dealing with them. Other than that, you're pretty much in a losing game. And that losing game pretty much is not chess, it's just basically you're toying with people's lives at this point in time, and this is not good. But then again, those rotten apples really don't care. They just want to prove a point and prove that they are superior to everyone else. And sadly, it's gonna bite them hard. Will it bite them to the point where they're gonna learn their lessons? Hell no. Not this type of personality. They'll never learn. But at the same time, at least I'm hoping that it will be a wake-up call. That's just basically it. So, yeah, this is fun. Being in HR, it's just like I said, I'm kind of grumpy, and so hopefully everything's gonna be good. Anyways, bye bye.